Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel today. I'll be teaching you how to make this beautiful kaftan gown. So please stay to the end of the video because I'm going to take you step by step. For those who are just visiting my channel for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Do well to subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post new videos. And do well to drop your comment in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and share this video link with others. For you to make this beautiful kaftan, you need 4 yards of ankara. Depends on your client's height. You need 3 yards of vintage, if it's vintage or crepe or whatever you are making use of. So we'll go straight to the cutting. The first thing you are going to do is to fold your fabric into 4. Fold your fabric into 4. Then you go ahead and take the length of your client. You take the length of the gown on the fabric like so. So after taking the length and you are so sure of the length of your client that you have measured it on the fabric and you have added your allowance, sewing allowance, you go ahead and measure the neck width. So I'm using 3 inches because I don't want the neck to be wide. So I'm using 3 inches. So from that midpoint, I'm going to take, from the mid shoulder, from the mid neckline down to where you want the sleeve to end. You remember this is a kaftan. This style, there's no cut out sleeve. The sleeve is cut along with the bodies. I hope you understand. So go ahead and take the length of from the midpoint of your neckline down to your sleeve. So then you mark it out. So at that point where the sleeve ends, just go ahead and take 1 inch downwards. So from there where I measured my 3 inches for the neck, I'm going to slant it down to meet the 1 inch. So you can give it as you can take it down as low as 1.5 inch, then slope it down. So the next thing I'm going to do is the sleeve. How wide is the sleeve? So I'll go ahead and take 10 inches. It all depends on what your clients want. So I'll go ahead and take 10 inches for the wideness of my sleeve. So I also added 1 inch for joining allowance at the top and at the bottom. So the depth of the back neckline is just 1 inch. You can go ahead and do 1.5. So 1 inch. Then the front neckline, I'm going to take it is going to be 3.5 inch deep. So I'll go ahead and connect it to meet where I marked the 3 inches the other time. So that's for that. So if you look at the gown, it has slit at the front, but mine I will not put slit, but let me just mark out the slit for you to see. So from the top of your dress, you just measure 6 inches downward or 7 inches, all depend on you. So I just noticed that I was not videoing, my phone wasn't videoing, so I was just doing things without knowing. So I'll just explain what I did. I took the waist length, which is 16. So I came up by 1 inch, which is 15. So if your waist length is 17, you come up, it will be 16. Okay, so you mark out the 16. So the next thing I did was to divide my hip measurement by 4, then added 3 inches, 1 inch for sewing allowance, then 2 inch for ease allowance each. I hope you understand. So just mark it down the length of your gown. So after that, I went back to the waistline. So when I went back to the waistline, I placed my tape and I took measurement upward, 1 inch upward, then 1 inch downward, and I marked it out at the side of my gown. So I went out by 1 inch at both sides and I drew out a standing rectangle like so. Okay, because that's the place we are going to fix our belt, elastic belt. So I went ahead to connect the sleeve down to meet the bodies of the gown. I hope you understand. So if you want pocket, you can go ahead, inner pocket, go ahead and measure 18. Then from the 18, you take it down to be 7 inches. I take 7 inches. So at the side, that's if you want inner pockets. So, but this, I'm not going to put inner pocket. So I went ahead to cut it. Can you see? I've cut it out. So after cutting, I have to remove the back piece for me to cut the front neckline. You know, the front neck depth is different from the back neck depth. So I remove the back piece, then arrange the front piece very well so that I can cut out the front piece neckline depth. Please watch this video to the end so that you can make your. After cutting it, this is how the front part looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to place my my front piece on another piece for the facing, like so. Can you see? That's what I did to the front part. I folded the piece into two, then placed the front pattern on it, and went ahead to trace the cutting like so. Then I removed the pattern, that's front piece, and I cut off the excesses and shaped it the way I like. So that's what I did to the front. So I just use this back piece to demonstrate how I did to the front. So the next thing is to bring the facing and put it right side facing right side. Go ahead and sew it on both the back and at the front piece. Then I'm through sewing it, and I went ahead to notch the neck all around, and this will allow it sewn perfectly, so that there will be the back, that's the facing, will no longer be showing, will not be showing at the front, or not be showing at the outer part of the dress. So I also did same to the back. So the back, but I said the back because I want to put button at the back. Okay, so next thing we're going to do right away now is to fold our sleeve. You fold the desired length of your sleeve. You fold, if it is 1 inch, 1.5, go ahead and do that. So you go ahead and also join the shoulders like so. So I've done that. Can you see? I've joined the shoulders, then I've also folded the sleeve. The next thing we are going to do is the elastic, the piece we are going to pass the elastic through. So I went ahead to measure 30 inches long piece. Then the width is just 3.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and fold it into two like so, and sew it like this. So after sewing it, I'll just go ahead and turn it. So I'm turning it. So you go ahead and turn it and bring out the right part of it. Then give it a good press if there's a pressing iron. So I've done that. And when you are giving it a good press, allow the joining to be at the middle point. I hope you understand. Don't allow the joining line to show. So I went ahead to measure my elastic, divide your waist by 4, and you add 1 inch. If, for example, you divided your waist by 4, waist circumference by 4, and it gave you 8, just go ahead and add 1 inches. So your elastic will be 9. I hope you understand. So go ahead and use your safety pin to pass in your elastic. This elastic that I use is 1 inch wide elastic. So go ahead and pass it, and ensure that you are passing it, you hold the other end of the elastic to the fabric with affix pin, or you go ahead and hold it the way I'm holding it with my hand. I hope you understand. So you can use 25 inch as the length of your piece that you are passing your elastic through. It all depends how you want the ruffle, how you want the elastic band to look like. Okay, so can you see now? I'll go ahead and use my sewing machine to secure the two edges after passing the elastic through the fabric. So I'll show you how it looks like. This is how it looks like after sewing. Can you see? It is really beautiful. So what I'm going to do right away now is to pick the back piece. Can you see the back piece? I'll go ahead and sew it on the back piece like so, or you can use pin to secure it. It all depends on you. Then you place the front piece on top of it, then just go ahead and join it and follow the shape. Follow this while sewing, follow the shape like so. Can you see how my finger is going? That's how you going to sew it with the allowances that you can remove just 1 inch allowance. Then you can leave your slit from the down point down to the slit I'm using is just 12 inches. So I've done that. I've sewn it. Can you see? So I've just torn this other part. I've not sewn it, so I'll go ahead and show you. So can you see? This is how it looks like. So on this part again, I'll put it at that place at the back piece like so. Can you see? So I'll go ahead and also secure it with pin, or I'll sew it first, then place this other part on it and also repeat what I did at the first side. I will just sew. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, do well to click on the subscribe button. Share this video link with others. Do well to drop your comment in the comment section and give this video a thumbs up. Look at our gown. Our gown is really beautiful. Can you see? So you can go ahead and do the other necessary things by weaving inside, folding the hemline, adding your button. Thank you for watching this video to the end. See you in our next tutorial. Hope to see your practical work. Bye.